So hello guys, so welcome and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about the exploratory data analysis in Pandas. So basically it's summarized as an EDA. Basically it's an approach that is used to analyze data sets to summarize the main characteristics. Often it's kind of employing the visual methods, which is the goal of it is to understand the data before you can go on to implement it using the machine learning methods or the deep learning methods or the models. So basically we are to understand the data, uncover the patterns, detect anomalies, formulate hypotheses, and basically I have organized this exploratory data analysis into three levels. We have the basic one, which if you are a beginner, you are going to understand each and every basic thing on how to explore the data. Then as you get to understand how data is being explored, or how you get to understand your data before you go to the next step of pre-processing. Other than on this basic step is just a simple thing: loading the data, familiarizing the data, getting to understand the summary characteristics, like how the data can be described. Maybe you can visualize the data into graphs. Then you can solve the missing data's values that will be available in our data set. Then we have the intermediate level. This is basically the data cleaning. It's like the pre-processing, more advanced than removing the non-value. So, and again we have the data visualization. This is not just like the basic one. And then we have the grouping and aggregation. So basically those would be the steps on the intermediate. And then we have the advanced level. This means that now you are getting to an expert level to understand your data and to solve its problems and maybe understand it to the highest level you can, so that you can be able to solve the the applicable problems using the machine learning or the deep learning models, or maybe the artificial learning models that you are going to use on your day-to-day life. So in this video we are basically familiarizing ourselves on how we are going to go through the series of the EDA. So the other thing we are going to discuss on this introduction is the installation of Pandas. Pandas is basically the library for Python that we use to manipulate the data. So it will help us read the data and maybe manipulate the data. The other one we are going to deal with, we are not going to use the normal code editor. We are going to use the Jupyter notebook. So we are going to install the Jupyter notebook from our Anaconda prompt. So you need to have Anaconda installed in your computer. So we are going to install Pandas library. So pip install Pandas. So this will take like at most 2 to 3 minutes, because it's going to install other dependency libraries that go hand in hand with the Pandas. That is it. We have installed Pandas, but basically for me to reach the requirement already satisfied, meaning that I had already installed Pandas in my computer. You can see it installed other dependency libraries like the NumPy. That's the library maybe you are going to perhaps collide with when we are working with the dataset. So the other thing we are going to install is the Jupyter. So pip install Jupyter. So it's like an online code editor. Basically that's what I can, if it helps you run the basically more it helps on when you're dealing with the models, the machine learning models or the artificial intelligence models. So you can use Jupyter, or the other thing you can refer to, because you can refer to the Google Colab. Google Colab is also a good choice for Jupyter, because for Google Colab you are not going to install this in your these libraries in your computer. So but in the meantime you are going to use Jupyter because it's good to go. So install Jupyter. So you can see Jupyter has lots of libraries, so the modules that it's going to install with whenever you are installing it. So if you are getting started, I think it will take you quite some time before it finishes up on installing all of these libraries. So just give it time. So then when you are done installing both of the Pandas and Jupyter, now you are good to start the series. So in the next video, we are going to talk about on how to load the data. So it will be quite simple, just loading the data set, and I'm going to explore more on the data set that we are going to use. So see you in the next video. Thank you.